fight against.
8 and 7, and then world number 1 and defending champ Nelly Korda against Brittany Altamari.
Trying to get this even somewhere on the front left part of the green. Yeah, this green is so firm, never receptive.
Thank you, Grant. Short par 3 down the hill, but it can be tricky. 126 yards today. This is Austin Kim to win the hole. Much needed putt for Austin Kim. Amazing place, really. Mi Yang Lee in a bit of trouble here. This is Ina Yoon, second at 15. Nicely played there, Karen. Keep it.
Cut a lot of ball. And the difficulty of this course and the cold
And then went for the putt again.
Here's Shinny Shin, the comebacker. She went from a putt to win the match to this to tie it. Oh boy. From little sister Ari Jatanagarn to win today. Yeah, 2 nice par putts.
Never any doubt, was it?
Let's go to the 11th.
Second shot here for Rose.
Tom, that's a sand wedge from 106 yards. 2 very different ways of playing this hole. Rose laid up off the tee with an iron, whereas Guseva pounded driver down the
laying up there with the iron, but Zhang sticking to her game plan, like she was always going to hit that iron off the tee, knowing that she had a
Yeah, she played to the left-hand side, which was very smart. Gave her more green to work with.
Se-Young Kim taking on Shanette Wanasean, who's in with a double here. Wanasean knocked it into the penalty area. So Se-Young Kim.
Because it does play quite long, so you've got to allow for a bit of release, but it will kick down to the right.
Going to try and run it up the hill. It's not going to have enough pace to get up, and it's going to run down into one of those swales. Technology is presented by Progressive Insurance. Here's Haydan Yu's tee shot.
You might want to keep it just a little bit more left and allow for that to kick to the right.
That should be pretty good, Karen.
It's going to come off that bank, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Lucy Lee had a chance for a birdie. Knocked it right of the hole, just on the edge of the green here. Made par. This is to win the hole. Lauren Coughlin at 17. That is a very valuable putt for Lauren. The ShopRite LPGA Classic down the shore in Galloway, New Jersey. Up the hill here. Tough putt. Turning in towards the hole. Now this one looks really good if the pace is right. Oh my goodness. What an effort from Linnea Strom. What were you saying, Karen?
Right here is the 24-year-old from Japan, her 3rd season on the LPGA Tour, Nishimura, to close out Ronnie Yen. How about it? So you got the 6
side of this green. Green slopes back to front. This is a gap wedge. Pushed it a bit right.
Yeah, she was aiming out that way, Kay.
Here is another of Guseva's fellow rookies last year, Jin Hee Im. How impressive was she? And takes a little victory lap at the 14th.
So putt to tie the hole for Angel Yin. Oh my gosh, tried to just slam it in there with pace and got the line wrong. She is allowed to...
Right back at the 14th, Jin Hee Im taking on the winner here 2 years ago, Pajari Ananarukarn of Thailand, and Pajari able to get that one to drop.
Hands up there, so you know this is a big breaker.
Oh, look at that thing curl.
Really good.
And that's a beautiful putt right there. Anything within a 2 to 3 foot. This to win the hole. And that was a really good putt as well.
Lauren Coughlin has 2 putts to win this match. A par putt for Lucy Lee coming up, but Coughlin leads it 1 up.
Well, we've seen how slippery this putt is from above the hole here. It's just...
And had a longer putt on a similar line and left it short for par. So Mao Saigo will feel like she should win this hole. Was certainly in the driving seat after the tee shots. And she makes it. So that really improved out there, Kay. It was very chilly, cloudy. It looked like it was going to rain earlier on.
Yes, it's quite lovely compared to this morning. Oh, now she kind of...
To have a chance at a half a point. Okay, so it puts the pressure on Coughlin.
Sure does.
Putting surface somewhere. Par gives you a good chance of winning the hole. Struck that really well on a good line. Oh, but even that bounded over.
Got some serious match play experience last year in her first Solheim Cup. This to win the match. So 1 down with 3 holes to play. She wins 16 and 17 and a clutch 2-putt.
Kettle of Fishes, she would have been standing over those putts in Solheim Cup. A bit nervous on every single one today, I think. Obviously, there's a little bit of nerves there, but not in the same level.
Same result, though. She
exactly.
Was great in both.
Gusova at the 13th, her second, Kay.
A lot of green to work with, uphill the entire way. Gets really steep up a rise 2/3 of the way there.
Looks good.
10, downhill lie. Not much green to work with. And she did a really nice job, again, of just kind of dumping it out onto the putting surface and letting...
Big lead from Megan Kang. A chance for Alban Valenzuela. Okay, you just keep grinding, don't you? You just never know.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Yeah, nicely done.
Good job, Martin.
Third shot for Angel Yin. Moria Jatanagarn is really struggling here, so a chance for Angel in this tied match.
That's not bad.
Okay, so Moria Jatanagarn, after that miss, is going to have a putt here today.
I'm not ecstatic with this driver off the tee as the fairway runs out at 300 yards. Pushed that a bit. Bunkers on the right.
It's getting set up for a draw, okay?
Yeah, that looks like a really good line. Yeah, that was struck well.
Ian tied the last hole. Match is tied. This one on a good line. Oh, what a shot from Moria Jatanagarn. Let's see what Angel can do. Draw it in there, and it's going to hang. Oh, it needs to hang on the top level. It's going to run all the way down. So that's a big advantage there for Moria Jatanagarn.
There.
This is Group 7. Hit on you against Strom today. Mao Saigo and Andrea Lee, the other two in this group, and that's going to be a win. Let's go to 14.
And the second for Gusova.
Yeah, that's a 6-iron on its way. All in all, not the worst place to hit from if you have a good lie. It gives you a good angle.
55, playing just over it. Like, you could start it at it, and I want it down.
The risk of, you know, taking it off your line, but you've got to, you know, judge the break as well. I mean, going from one tier to the other tier is always difficult. I mean, you said it's slow. I mean, it's so hard to make yourself give the players an opportunity to at least land it and hold the green.
Guseva on the green. Rose is second.
Yeah, that was a 7-iron. Really sounded good.
Will it hold?
It's going to come back a bit.
Okay. Two good ones. And what's been a really, really good match.
Yeah, it's going to fall away. There's a little sort of hollow area down there on the right. I mean, it should stay on the green, but...
So now the best Angel can do is get a half point. Up at the 16th, the third for Ananda Rukarn. This is Gabby Lopez at the 12th to take the lead on Hejin Choi. Just drips in.
Oh, that hill got her, and
Rukarn.
drifting left to right and on the speedy side. And she had to be, didn't want to be quite that tentative, but...
The tie, Ananda Rukarn, does convert.
Firmly in the middle.
Okay.
Gino Tinnican to win her match over the sponsor invite, Danielle Kang. This is actually for a bogey at 13, but it's good enough for a 6 and 5.
She likes to hit a low driving ball, aiming towards the bunker, hoping it kicks left.
He's going to find the bunker.
And he had built this and invited me out to play, so I got to play it with him.
High roller.
That's good.
18th, normally the 9th if you were out here playing Shadow Creek, and Angel Yin has to win the hole to get a half a point.
Oh,
How close? I thought that might check.
I did
Aaron.
too. The trouble was,
2 putts from there would be very good as we send it down to Kay Cockrell.
Thank you, Grant. I'm alongside Natalia Guseva. Welcome to the T-Mobile match play. You didn't play in this event last year. What are your thoughts about being in this field, playing Shadow Creek for the first time, and a match play event?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Just in general, the whole Shadow Creek is just the most beautiful golf courses that we ever play, I think, on LPGA Tour. So it's a treat just to go and play out here. I'm just enjoying like every minute, so no matter like if it's a good or bad shot, so yeah, definitely enjoying it, so yeah.
You have a pretty challenging draw going up against Rose Zhang, who has a ton of successful match play experience. What was the mindset when you knew you had to go and play against her?
Definitely just try to be in the moment. I feel like, you know, match play is that type of thing that in match plays, because it just like cool that kind of a setup of whole
type of golf, so you have to play it the way you need to play it in order to get the best possible score you can. And you can't get too tied into trying to beat somebody, because then you start playing their game, and that really can take you out of your comfort.
Well, roughly the same distance to the front. That looked like a 6-iron as well. Caught it really solidly. And she made both of those fairway bunker shots look much easier than they were, especially with 146 to the front. We are playing at some altitude. And she got that, yeah, to sit down pretty well. It's all these greens are so firm. Little 3/4 swing. Oh, is it going to come back?
Yes.
Tom, how about that? It could have bounced.
Celine?
That match is tied. Lydia Ko is 2 down to the Aussie here in Naveed.
3/4 wedge. This is a gap wedge for Rose. She's going to hit it full. Getting a lot more height on it, hoping it drops down softly.
Charlie Hull. It's a putt to win the hole. So that's a commanding lead now.
Nope, it jumped. You could see it jump from that.
And this is a putt for Ashley Buhai to win the hole and really put the pressure on against the German Esther Henseleit.
She has to be very sure with this putt.
A moment this is. Alban Valenzuela was 5 down through 10. She's got this to tie the match. Wow!
What a serious comeback.
At the 17th in this incredible comeback against Megan Kang. And that's going to settle in there nicely and give her a chance for a two.
That's why she's going with the 3-wood. And there's another miss to the right, and that is not going to come in out of the fairway.
It is such a dilemma, because as much as you want to hit driver to get a shorter shot in there, you're sort of really tied into not doing so because of where the trouble is and running through into the trouble.
Back to 14 and Charlie to tie the hole. Well.
Oh yeah, just not even giving a...
Is good. She caught that pretty solid, but pushed it way out to the right. She almost had to line up to the right side of the green, Karen, because of where her stand way up at the top part of the green.
We haven't seen anybody be able to hold it.
Really good 9-iron. Oh, and that looked like it came up short. She did.
Yeah, not easy, is it, Kay?
No, and that's come out with a lot of speed. Well, she just kind of gave it that little bit extra, but that's understandable.
Naveed 3 up on Lydia Ko and a chance to add to it. And now 1 up with 1 to go, Sarah Schmelzel.
Hey, that was massive to make that putt and win that hole in this tight match. Now forcing Corpus to do something amazing to tie.
Is, as we know, Kay, one of the straightest hitters on the planet. She could use a straight one here.
Yeah, certainly not happy that she didn't give that putt a better chance. Also going with driver. I think with this cooling air. Yeah, this is the gap wedge. The air is cooling off a bit as the sun is getting lower in the sky. The clouds have reappeared, but no wind to speak of right now. Very calm.
Down. This will be a great moment to take it back to tied up with 3 to play, and Patty Tavatanakit does not take advantage. That's going to feel like a gift for Sagström. Mentioned that group. It includes Minji, Patty, Sagström.
Yeah, it's not easy. The good thing she has going for her is that it's an uphill lie, so she could pop it out of there and perhaps get it somewhat close to the hole. I don't know. It's a toss-up here, Karen, as to who has the advantage. We know how terribly difficult this putt is. Just trying to...
Tied and made some putts, and that was kind of it.
Well, congratulations on a huge win. You'll remember this one for a long time. Grant, always beware the underdog.